M-A-A-T.
No.
Yes, we got the team out here though still. Everyone's there, yeah, Wagwan, yeah. They're all here representing Eazi Herbs. You see the Eazi Herbs there? Yeah, so that's how we're doing it, cuz. And Eazi's gonna try to break down, yeah. Not even try, cuz I'm gonna break down the digestive system, yeah. So we got the board out here, yeah, keeping it out there. So I'm teaching the Mandem, you see it. So yeah, boy, so.
Very important lessons.
Yeah, let me just draw out the thing now. I'm gonna draw out a face, yeah. So here we go. This is how Eazi's gonna do it. Yeah, this is the digestive system, yeah. And I'm gonna draw out. Can everyone see clearly, yeah? And this is how Eazi's gonna break it down, yeah. So as we know, yeah, when we eat food, yeah, obviously it goes into the mouth, yeah. You got your teeth there to break it down, yeah. And now, what you have here is what you call the salivary glands, yeah. Yeah, the salivary glands, and what it does, yeah, it secrete one thing, saliva, yeah. So while you're eating your Brazil nut or your hazelnut, the saliva gets secreted by the salivary glands into your mouth, yeah. So it makes it easier for your teeth to chew it down, yeah. And what else that comes out of that salivary gland is what you call it amylase, yeah. Amylase is the enzyme that comes out, yeah. That starts the breakdown of carbohydrates. You see it, yeah. So now you got that. So that's your first start of your digestive system is in your mouth, yeah. So now, yeah, as you broke down your food, yeah, into what you call now bolus, yeah. Bolus is what the term is called, yeah. Bolus, yeah, yeah. So bolus is what it's called when you break down the food, yeah, and then you shock the food by your throat at the back of your by your tongue, your back of your throat, yeah, and then it enters to what you call a esophagus, yeah. Esophagus, yeah. Yeah. My spelling as well, yeah. Esophagus is the tube, yeah, that goes all the way down to your stomach, yeah. But before it enters that run, it has to go past two valves, yeah. Valve one is the nasal valve, yeah. So it makes sure, yeah, that your food don't go up through your nose, up your nose, basically. And there's another valve that stops the bolus going into your respiratory tract, yeah. So these two valves you need to know about, because that's why, you know, when you drink water or something and then it goes down the wrong respiratory, you cough it out. So these valves are out there to make sure that bolus, your food, don't enter down the respiratory tract, yeah. So now you got the esophagus, is that long tube that enters all the way down to your what you call your stomach, yeah. Okay, so how does it does that, yeah? The esophagus, this tube is composed of what you call lumen, yeah. Lumen, yeah. So lumen is what the tube is what it is, yeah. The inner layer and the outer layer, yeah. The two outer layer of the esophagus, which is the lumen, yeah, is responsible of pushing down your food. You see it, yeah. So your food get pushed down by the lumen, yeah. And how that works is that it kind of squeezes the bolus down. So even if you're upside down, even if you're upside down, the food will make its way down to the stomach. You see what I'm saying? This is by peritosis, yeah? Peritosis. Sorry about my spelling though. Peritosis, yeah? Is what makes sure your food gets pushed down to your stomach, yeah? Okay, so now the food gets pushed down all the way down to your stomach, yeah? Before it enters, yeah, the stomach, it gets past what you call a sphinx, yeah? Sphinx is like a valve or open area for your food to go in and not come back out, yeah? This sphinx, yeah, opens up when the peritosis is pushing the bolus down, yeah? So now it enters, the food enters down to your stomach area, yeah? What you have, for one, is gastric cells, yeah? Gastric cells are on the outer layer of the stomach, yeah? And what it does is it secrete mucus, yeah? This mucus makes sure that the stomach, yeah, don't get damaged by the gastric acid. Yeah, so the acid that's in your stomach, is protected by the gastric cells producing mucus. So you need mucus in certain parts of your body. Yeah. So obviously the stomach is like the highly acidy part of your body. Yeah. So now you have what you call the gastric juice. Yeah. The gastric juice, or another term, the gastric juice, or another term, the stomach acids. Yeah. So what is the stomach acid is composed of? Yeah. You have the stomach acid is composed of one hydrogen chloric acid. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the acid. Yeah. It's the hydrochloric acid. Yeah. Hydrogen chloric acid. Sorry. Yeah. Then you got something called pepsin. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna break it down. Pepsin. Then you got intrinsic. Yeah. Factor. Yeah. These are very important. Yeah. And the last thing is lipase. Yeah. Lipase. Yeah. So okay, so the hydrogen chloric acid, yeah, this is responsible for when bolus enters into the stomach, yeah. Anything that comes with that bolus, which is that food that you push down your throat, yeah. Like for example, bad bacteria or any bacteria, yeah. The hydrogen chloric acid kills it, exterminates it, yeah. So nothing can exist, yeah. Any microorganism can't exist in this gastric juice or the stomach acid, yeah. Okay, so that's what that's responsible for. Pepsin, yeah. Pepsin is responsible for breaking down protein, yeah. Because as I showed you how the bolus, the food gets mushed down into what you call bolus, yeah, and enters that. It's a breaking down factor that's happening in your stomach, yeah. The pepsins, all the protein, for example, yeah, protein is a chain of amino acids, yeah. The pepsins break the chain. You see what I'm saying? So now these amino acids are turned into individual sulfur-containing amino acids or amino acids. You see it? Yeah. The intrinsic factor is needed for B12. Yeah. So when you consume food with B12, it has to be accompanied with intrinsic factor for your body to absorb it. Yeah. So you need this. Yeah. Intrinsic factor. Lipase is responsible for breaking down fats. Yeah. So fats have to get breaking down as well. Yeah. So how this works, so now you got the bolus is entered into your stomach acid, yeah. This juice is, this juice ain't the only thing that helps to break down the food, yeah. Is the stomach also contracts, you see what I'm saying? Go in and out, trying to beat up the food, you see it? The whole process of this, yeah, is to try to break down. What's going on? Yeah, to try to break down the bolus into smaller components. That's what the stomach is there for, yeah? So that's what happens in the stomach, yeah? And when that happens, this bolus, yeah, is now turned into what you call chyme, yeah? Chyme. Forgive me my spelling this, yeah, but chyme, yeah? So now, yeah, the bolus is turned into chyme, yeah? This is like a form of liquid, yeah, that your bolus, which is your food, has turned into now. Everything in it got broken down into a liquid form. You see what I'm saying? So now in the stomach acid, it's just a liquid form, yeah, of different part of minerals and amino acids and fats and everything broken down, yeah. So, yeah, but before your body has to, before your body from it, yeah. For one, because as you know, the pH level in your stomach acid is acid, basically, yeah. So this is now, you need a pancreas, yeah. So the pancreas is an organ, yeah, that secrete, yeah, a fluid, yeah. The fluid, it's called pancreas juice, yeah. Pancreas juice is a fluid, yeah, that is pushed before the stomach enters into your small the chyme enters into your small intestines. The pancreas secrete a fluid called sodium hydrogen carbonate, yeah. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, yeah, is a fluid that get pushed by the pancreas, yeah, to now neutralize the chyme. You see what I'm saying? Because one, the stomach is acidy. Two, the small intestine is alkaline.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to go through a process to enter into the small intestine. This is done by the pancreas.
So the pancreas turns the chyme acidic. So your stomach.
The pancreas turns the chyme alkaline.
Alkaline. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember it's coming out the stomach.
Okay.
So the stomach is acidic.
Yeah.
And before it enters into the small intestines, which is alkaline, it has to be secreted by the fluid in the pancreas.
Turn it into alkaline.
To take it out to the alkaline. And it also secrete the same enzyme that your mouth does, or the salivary gland, which is amylase, that help them break down carbohydrates. So now the pancreas secrete this fluid with the amylase to help further break down the chyme into smaller particles for your small intestine to neutralize. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now, so the pancreas does that. Now your chyme is entering the small intestine, So I'm trying to draw it as best as I can. The small intestine, So in your small intestine, you have what you called, there's 3 parts of the small intestine, The top part is called the duodenum, The middle part is called the ileum, and the bottom part is called ileum, So now, the chyme enters the small intestines, The duodenum, the ileum, and ileum. The duodenum and the ileum has, what you called small little hair particles, which is known as the villi, So what is villi, Only in the duodenum and the ileum, So now, the little villi, the villi is responsible of transporting these nutrients. You understand? Because now you got the chyme. The chyme is the smallest broke down form. The amino acids, the nutrients. This is how your nutrients enters into your body. You see what I'm saying? Villi is these little hairs. That is connected to the blood capillary or the bloodstream.
Okay.
So I'm saying, so these little hairs, these nutrients will drive by them, the villi absorb them, and then push them through to the bloodstream.
Okay.
The nutrients do that. No, the villi do it. Absorb the nutrients. The nutrients. Now, so that's how it's done. So it ends. So this is okay. I'm gonna break that. I'm gonna go back to that after. But the ileum. So this is the nutrients. That the villi then absorb. The ileum absorb what you call electrolytes, like for example calcium. It also absorb trace minerals like zinc and what's the last one I eat? And it also absorb the fats, fats. I might stand corrected by the last one, okay, so so the nutrients get absorbed by the villi, get pushed through your bloodstream. The ileum is responsible of absorbing the electrolytes and the calcium and the trace minerals and all that, So now, while this chyme is getting pushed through the small and getting absorbed, now you're leaving, going through the small intestines, all the nutrients and all of that is getting absorbed. So now you're just getting left with whatever's left over. Whatever's left over it's like fiber, you see what I'm saying? And other waste material, so that get pushed into your large intestines, So now we're gonna draw out the large intestines, So the large intestines, it's nothing. It ain't really much to it, but it's very important. So the large intestines, it don't have villi, What it has thousands or trillions of live bacteria, trillions of bacteria basically, These are the probiotics. This is where they harbor. This is their base, So now when all your nutrients get absorbed and put into your bloodstream, this is now time for your bacteria to eat. This is the microorganisms that needs to eat, that helps with your immune system and helps with everything mostly every organ in the body, yeah. So now fiber get pushed. Now hopefully, you should be eating the right type of fiber. You see what I'm saying? So the resistant starch, the inuin. You see what I'm saying? This is the right type of fiber that needs to be pushed into your large colon.
What kind of foods can we get them sort of fibers from?
Well, yeah. You got the green banana, you got the plantain. You see what I'm saying? Like what other stuff? Even up to dry fruit.
Like sweet potato, all them things.
Okay.
Sweet potato is a certain type of starch. Yeah. Sweet potato. Yeah. Certain type of potatoes though, because there's two different starch. When people throw out starch and say starch is bad for you, this is different. There's starchy and there's resistant starch. There's two different type of starch and fiber. Yeah. But yeah. So that's what the live bacteria eat off. Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, dry fruits. Yogurts, yeah. Okay. Yeah, certain type of yogurts. I don't do with the dairy the yogurts or the vegan ones, and even up to fermented drinks as well. That all through the probiotic that's in your colon, yeah. So as your bacteria now are feeding off this fiber and whatever's left off, yeah, your large intestine will secrete what you call mucus now. This is when it's constructing the shape of a stool, you know what I mean? When you defecate and whatnot, you know what I mean? So this mucus that gets secreted from the large intestine and it gets pushed through until where you use the loo, yeah? So that's the digestive system, yeah? Yeah.
So that's the order in which things get digested.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna take it straight back to where nutrients and all of that, yeah? We're gonna go back to the small intestine again, yeah? And break down how the villi, yeah. So the villi, imagine the villi like this, yeah. And you got some, and then you got this, what you call here, which is the blood capillary, yeah, or the bloodstream, yeah. So basically,
the villi is the small hairs, isn't it?
The small hairs that's in your small intestine, the duodenum and the digestive part of your small intestines, yeah. So now you got the nutrients, yeah. It absorbs it, yeah, and then it just pushes it in through to where you have the bloodstreams, yeah. You got the small little red blood cells, and you got the hemoglobins and all of that there, yeah. So okay. So now it's getting pushed through, yeah. You have certain nutrients, yeah, that need help with the transferring or the transporting of the nutrients to the area where the cells can eat. So now what you have is glucose. Glucose don't need glucose is a sugar that don't need help. You see what I'm saying? Okay. You have iron. Iron needs help. You know what I mean? So iron needs transferring, yeah? So transferring is a enzyme that helps push iron into your around your blood circulation, yeah? And also you have what's the other nutrients that you that so now help. Yeah, you have the fats, yeah, that needs a protein called silomicron, yeah. This is what the fats need to be transported in the bloodstream, yeah. And now, now this is where your cells start getting involved in all of these nutrients, yeah. So I'm gonna break down the cell so you have a clear understanding of how cells utilize these nutrients, yeah. So obviously the cell looks like that. You have the nucleus with the DNA in there. You got, these are all the organelles that's within the cell, yeah. And obviously you got receptors, yeah. Different types of receptors. You got the cell membrane, yeah. So the nucleus and the DNA is here. You got an organelle called endoplasmic reticulum, and then you got another organelle called the Golgi apparatus, yeah. You also got ribosomes, yeah. Yeah, you got the ribosomes in the endoplasmic reticulum, and you got an organelle called the mitochondrial, yeah. I broke it down on my other video, so you will have a clearer understanding if you watch the DNA and the RNA and the SARS and the COVID-19 the video. So this is basically a quick rundown now, yeah. And you have also in a cell, you have a cell called vancculus, yeah. So this is important. The organelles that's going to be important I'm going to be talking about is the mitochondrial, the ribosome, the endoplasmic reticulum, and the the vacuolus, yeah. So the vacuolus, yeah, stores water, yeah, and minerals, yeah, and this is for cell maintenance, yeah. So the vacuolus stores minerals and water, yeah, for cells maintenance, yeah. You got the ribosomes, yeah. And what the ribosomes are there for? They help make protein, yeah. So now now you have the protein getting picked up by the cell receptors, yeah. By the cell receptors getting pushed through the membrane, and now you got the ribosomes to pick up the amino acids, yeah. So now you have little different types of amino acids that's floating about in the cytoplasma, yeah. The cytoplasma is the jelly that's inside the cell, yeah. So the ribosomes pick them up, and what they do, they take them to the endoplasmic reticulum, where proteins are made. You see what I'm saying? And and then packaged and pushed through the Golgi apparatus, yeah. So this is how protein are made, yeah. And this is what picks up the protein, yeah. Then you got the mitochondrial organelle of the cell, which picks up carbohydrates, yeah. The carbohydrates are picked up by the mitochondrial and then converted into APT, yeah. APT is what get converted by the mitochondrial, yeah, and then used for energy, yeah. So that, yeah. So this is the mitochondrial constructs the energy of a cell, yeah. And then also you have the lysosome, yeah, the lysosome, which is responsible of chelations, yeah, get rid of all heavy metals and all of that, yeah. So that's what happens. This is how all the waste materials left the cell, yeah. And that's the breakdown. This is how your cells utilize the nutrients, the minerals, the fats as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's the breakdown of a cell. So yeah, I think that's the digestive system broken down all the way to your cell and how you utilize yeah, boy. So fucking yeah.
Hey, what? So
yeah.
Say for a man like me that's unhealthy, yeah.
Yeah.
For my baby step into getting into the health thing, what you suggest? What kind of shop and what kind of food shall I go and, you get me? Start with for my baby step into the health thing.
You know what though? The baby steps is baby, because the thing is, yeah, like everyone's gonna make mistakes in it. You know what I mean? I don't think, because you know what? Even when I've been in this vegan thing, yeah, I was eating stuff that I wouldn't eat now, innit? And then I was not eating stuff that I was eating now.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like fungi and mushrooms, you see it? So, but I think just have to just mix up, you know what? The main components that you want to make sure you have in your diet, yeah?
Or is it like
I'm gonna break it down. You need algae, yeah? In your diet, yeah? Which is the seaweed, yeah? Why?
like sea moss and whatnot?
Yeah. The bladderwracks, the kelp, the spirulina. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because what? You're gonna get B12. That's the question. B12, you can get D3. You see it? Yeah? And what else? No, D3. No, wait, one second. Yeah. From algae you get D3. Yeah. Algae you get D3, and you can also get all the omega-3s, yeah? Yeah? So there's 3 different types of omega-3s, isn't it? That's what I was saying. Cause when people say like you don't get half of this stuff from veganism, because they're just looking at the plants. You see what I'm saying? Algae will have that. Like, for example, they'll say that, oh, the plants don't have all the omega-3s in it. Yeah? Yeah? So plants, to make sure you utilize, in it. So in plants, you won't catch D3 in there, but you'll get D2, yeah? But really you want to deal with D3, obviously, if not the sun, yeah? So if not, then you got the algae too. You got plants not, yeah? And then now I utilize it to make sure plants, obviously I utilize herbs as well. Yeah, so plants come with the herbs and the bush, you see it. So with the plants, and then when I get into the new way of living, you want to deal with the herbs that detox your colon, because that's one of the main things that you want to be doing if you change your diet, you know what I mean? Get me? Because especially if you've been eating food, like fast food, like processed meat and all of that, they cause a lot of like parasites and it'd be feeding the bad bacteria in your colon. You see what I'm saying? So even up to like processed meat is known for like trans fat, and trans fat is known to be tampering with your neurons. You see what I'm saying? So it mess around with your brain and all that. So so processed meat, and there's a lot of science data that's backed up that shows that red meat is
You say red meat's a mad thing.
carcinogenic. Yeah.
Is it?
You know what I mean? And also milk as well. So don't forget the dairy, you know what I mean? The
black
milk.
people, us as black people should be drinking that shit.
Yeah.
You heard the man say still.
Yeah.
What would you
But
say
why
to
is that
people-
though?
Yeah, we already know why that is, because the European, that's the European diet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All that dairy stuff, all that cheese, all that milk, even down to the red meat, as you're saying, the bacon, the pig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we live over here now, we're just eating it.
We're eating what they eat.
You know what I mean?
And
We've conformed in a sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the fact, even so, with the milk, the consuming of milk, science will show you that at a period of time in Europe, the hominoids or the Homo sapiens at that time had to lack a gene to even consume the dairy products. Yeah, so that's another reason why you shouldn't be drinking milk. Yo, Babs.
Yeah, where you?
Man, are here.
Where?
Here, man. Here at the spot, bro.
What PA or square?
Yeah, PA.
I'm coming.
Alright, cause they cool. Yeah, so family, yeah. So now we straight back into it, so. But so now we got the. Yeah. So now what else now? So we got the plants and the herbal medicines and all that. So the plants now, yeah. But as you know, in my other video, you understand that plants derive from algae. You see it? Like the green algae is the birth of plants, as we know it, yeah. And now, we're doing with fungi. Fungi is mushrooms. There's all different types of mushrooms. There's mushrooms that grow out of bugs. There's mushrooms that grow where the trees are growing, and all them type of things. They're utilizing it as a way you can eat them, and then you can also utilize them in a way you can put them in a shake. You see what I'm saying? Because one, like I explained on my other video before about the cordyceps, is used for energizing. So like a protein shake, I use that. I put that in my. Yeah, I utilize peas as well.
Peas, yeah?
Your peas.
Green peas.
Yeah, green peas in that.
Red kidney beans, all them things. Black eyed peas.
Yeah, I use that. I utilize the peas protein shake.
Protein shake. Okay.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. If you're really lacking, like you want to get some protein or want to bulk up, I deal with the peas protein shake and all that, or I do with like fats like from nuts in it, like the Brazil nuts,
So
because they're high in selenium and all that.
Do you like create the shake yourself, or do you buy it from a specific shop, or?
Nah, I will get it because you know what, peas in the powder form are just crushed up, all peas and all that, and then I just utilize. I buy it and I mix it with my CMOS.
Okay.
So I utilize it in a shake and all that, and I might add some stuff in there like nuts and all that, like walnuts and all that stuff there. Yeah. So the fungi is the next component that you must make sure you have in your vegan diet, and also you get B12 from fungi as well. Yeah, because B12 obviously grows out of the mud and certain where they can get B12 from. Yeah. So fungi.
Can I just ask one question? You see
Go on.
the foods from fungi. What types of foods contain this?
What the fungi?
Yeah.
Well, it's mushrooms. Go buy mushrooms. Mushrooms are the fungi. Yeah.
Literal, innit?
Yeah, mushrooms. Yeah. So all different types of mushrooms. Obviously, the good ones that you can eat. You know what I mean? So
Not the magic things.
yeah, not the magic thing. You can eat, you know what I mean? So you got the plants and the herbs, you got the bushes, you got the fungi. Yeah, and you got the algae, is it? So that's like the main, you have to make sure you have that in your diet, yeah?
That's like a starter pack.
That's a starter pack, that's the main
Yeah,
starter
come
pack.
on.
You got the CMOS that's gonna give you the 92 minerals, you got the bladderwracks that you can get the iodine, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the plants with the herbal medicine like inflammation, you can get rid of some of the inflammation, you can detox the colon, get rid of parasite by using wormwood, cerasee, marby, all those like those strong bitters. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, what would you say to someone, you know, like CMOS, obviously that like good starter pack, but you know they do CMOS in a tin in the supermarkets, that's not the type of one you want to do.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do with anything that's tin, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean?
If they wanted to go buy CMOS, what kind of shop?
The West Indian shop still. You just want to do that, especially if you live in Newham and that, you go to one in Forest Gate and all that. If you live in Leighton and that, you got some other shops and that there. So the one in there, you can get some purple ones and all that. You have to utilize them still. You need to get a shaker. That's the one thing you need to make sure you buy. Is a blender. You see what I'm saying?
Good blenders out there.
Yeah, blender. And then obviously plants come with the fruits and that. So don't ever forget that. Yeah, so I ain't leaving out the fruits and all that. You can put that in their own category if you want. Because fruits, why? Fruits got a loads of antioxidants. So that's the next thing that I'm gonna have to speak about now. Yeah, because antioxidants is important. Why antioxidants is important? Because now I'm gonna just give you a heads up. Yeah, antioxidants is important through the fact that you can have oxygen you breathing in, creating free radicals, creating abnormal cells in your body, which later on turn cancerous. So antioxidants is where you can make sure that your make sure your free radicals are put back into original shape. Yeah. So antioxidants, I'll definitely speak about that. I don't want to go too deep in it now, innit? Because this ain't the video for it. But fruits are highly good in antioxidants, polyphenols, and all them type of things there. Yeah. So that's how it go on in there with the fruits. I think that's about it for the vegan diet, though. Plants, fungi, algae, fruits. You know what I mean? So yeah. Any other questions? What do you think?
Yeah, obviously, what we saying for the people, then obviously, you know, we're all brothers and that.
Yeah.
What kind of foods did, like, if you do know, like, did our people...
Make sure you got the whole family. Go on.
What kind of foods did our people...
With the family out here
did
there.
our people them eat back in the day?
Are you listening, look at there?
What kind of food did our people them eat back in the day, bro?
Well, the thing is, with back in the day diet now, like, we can understand it and learn from it, but there's been a lot of mutations and adaptations in cells to comprehend of our diet. You see what I'm saying? As in the way where how we was eating and utilizing food back in the day, science shows how our cells mutated to come able to consume these diets. For example, that milk. You see what I'm saying? With the lack of
Over time being over there.
So if you utilize up to now, because scientists even show that right now the new generations of kids are not having wisdom tooth and things like that.
So now have wisdom tooth.
Yeah, they're lacking the wisdom tooth. So that's another form of
evolution.
evolution. And even up to COVID-19, as we know, is evolution. You see what I'm saying? Or natural selections. So obviously, evolution only on the contents of it meaning change. There's some science and facts behind that. I mean, not Darwin theory, because there's some holes in there. So
well,
that's
the Darwin thing.
Darwin theory, Darwin theory. There's holes in there, but there's facts to put up.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying?
Swear
So
that what kids
that
don't
be
have
done though
wisdom
still.
teeth like that.